Hi everyone, as a student careers assistant at Beckett Careers, today I will be demonstrating the importance of using the STAR technique in demonstrating your own skills and experiences. You may be wondering, what exactly is the STAR technique? Well, the STAR technique is an acronym that stands for Situation, Task, Action, Results, and Reflection. When you're writing a job application form or even thinking about how to showcase your skills and experiences in an interview, use the STAR technique, as it's a great way to structure your answers and keep you on track. To use it, start by choosing a scenario that demonstrates a particular skill or experience that you want to talk about. The example can come from paid work, assignments on your course, or even from extracurricular activities such as volunteering or sports. Firstly, the situation should take up about 10% of your answer and simply provide some context for your sample scenario. It's describing when and where it took place and who was involved. Secondly, for the task, make sure you outline the challenge that you faced or the task you needed to manage and what had to happen to provide a resolution. This should also form about 10% of your answer. Thirdly, for action, you should devote the main part of your answer, around 60%, to the action that you took. Be very specific in describing what you personally did. Use dynamic verbs that are relevant to the job that you're applying for. For example, I consulted, I organised, I developed, and even I improved. Even if you worked in a group, state what your individual contribution was. Furthermore, the first R of STAR stands for results, and this is where you should explain the outcome of the action that you took. If your action caused an improvement, try to give it a figure. For example, your work enabled a 20% increase in social media views. You should ensure 10% of your answer is devoted to results. And finally, the final R in STAR of your answer covers reflection. Here you explain what you learned from handling the task or challenge. You might also say what you could have done differently. If you're wondering what your next step should be, then we have 3 recommendations for you. When you're completing an application form, take each point on the person specification and write your answer, giving an example in STAR format and being mindful of word limits. 2. When you're preparing for an interview, use STAR to help you practice example answers to competency-based questions. And 3, there's more help available on STAR on Beckett Careers Online. We also have lots of practice interviews to work through on our Graduates First platform. To find out more, please feel free to get in touch as we are always happy to help. Thank you for watching.